What is going on, everybody? You're probably wondering what this is. This is footage from 9 years ago. I went riding with a buddy. It looks like the date, according to my server here, is August 6th of 2015. I went riding with a buddy named Trevor. We used to work together at the company that I used to work for, and we went riding one day, and I believe I was probably riding a 2015 KTM 300XC because I had some footage of that too. And then we swapped bikes, and I moved over to his 2005 Honda CRF450X. So these were carbureted bikes. I remember this day, the the battery went dead on this bike, and we had to kickstart it. We were kind of out in the backcountry here in Utah. And yeah, I never put this footage out. I have so much footage that I have never put out. When I say put out, I've never released through the years. And I was just like strolling down memory lane here, and I opened up my Final Cut Pro library from 2015, and I saw this thing, and I got kind of a big smile on my face. And I can't believe it's been that long. When I think about this, I'm like, dang, that doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But yeah, we had a fun time, Trevor and I, out on this ride. It was just like a ride after work, and we jumped up on the trails up here in the mountains of Utah, and yeah, never put the footage out. I used to do a lot. I used to try different camera positions and different things. Like this was a GoPro on the side of my helmet. Some videos, maybe some of you guys, if any of you guys were watching the channel back in those days, you might have seen some of these videos. I don't love this view angle, especially because it gets whacked more. So for many years, I've just been putting the camera on the chin of my helmet, and then you don't see the helmet there at all, and you also don't whack it on as many things. Like I was watching something from a year ago on this. I was looking at something from 2014 when I went on a ride with a couple buddies, and I was just whacking so many things with it because it's out on the side of your helmet, and so the camera gets whacked, and you're just smack, 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 smack. But yeah, good times. I remember exactly how I was feeling that day, and it was a fun time. So. This was a little bit older bike, and I think Trevor ended up getting I think it was a beta after this, but I never did. I think this was the only time I ever rode with him. So Trevor, if you see this, send me a text and be like, hey, I saw how you that video of you riding my bike from nearly freaking 10 years ago. Almost, well, it's 9 years ago, essentially, almost, exactly. But that's what is going on today. Just taking a stroll down memory lane. There wasn't the clips on this were very short, so I was only filming for like sometimes a minute or so. So I'm just gonna throw these clips together and everything, and you can hear this old carbureted 4-stroke. They still make this bike, the Honda 450X, although it became fuel injected. The 250 version of this, they stopped making it. I don't believe there's a Honda. I mean, I could go on their website right now, but the last I remember, they stopped. They updated the Honda 450X and made it fuel injected, but they didn't fuel inject the 250X. And these were great bikes for people to kind of get into the sport. I specifically loved the 250 version of this because it was kind of like a middle ground in between a trail bike and a full-on race bike. And we don't really have that in the industry anymore, where there's like a real, middle ground between racing bikes, motocross bikes, and what you would like the more simple trail bikes and things. So anyway, it was just kind of a fun trip down memory lane. If you're watching this video here in the month of June or July in 2024, go to my website, dirtbikechannel.com, and you can get entered to win the Stark Varg, which I'm giving away. You can either buy some of the things off my website, or you can use my links to Rocky Mountain ATV, and that gets you entered automatically to win that Stark Varg. So it's a pretty cool deal. So head on over to my website, and yeah. I get a lot of people that are like, hey, why don't you review some older bikes? I'm like, well, go back and look at my older videos on those older bikes. So it's not about what bike you're riding. It's just how much fun you're having. You can have fun on any bike. I could go up there and have fun on this bike today because so much of it is just being out in nature and everything. Now, certain bikes do make it more pleasant to ride, definitely. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys this, and hopefully everybody's having a great week. Leave a single track. Thanks, everybody.
This bike generates a lot of heat. you know, under my seat and in between my legs. Very torquey. See how she does on a steep descent here. See how she handles. A lot of engine braking here, which is nice. Not quite enough to hold me where I need to be held though on this particular trail. First gear's a little too tall to hold me as much as I want to be held, so I'm on the front brake a little bit. I'm just not used to this bike. With my bike, I'd just blast down it without any brake, I think, but not as used to this one. It being the first time I've ridden it. Nice to see a little red on the fender down there, huh guys? All you Honda lovers and all you Beta lovers, you can see a little red on that fender down there, rather than the KDN orange, right? That's right, I said KDN. Little British or Australian accent on there, turning the T into a D. It's tight right there. See, the problem with these wide-angle cameras, is it flattens everything out so much that this hill probably doesn't look steep, and it probably doesn't look rutted or rocky or very much. So nothing ever looks real technical. Now this trail isn't bad, but it's just a lot of the most technical stuff that I ride. If I do any filming, I don't really publish it and say it was hard because Sure doesn't look bad in the video, you know what I mean? That is Forest Lake.